Collet maintenance is a procedure that must be done daily to ensure successful operation of the DWX4W wet mill. This procedure helps keep the collet clean of material waste, extending the life of your DWX4W wet mill. This video will walk you through the necessary steps to complete collet maintenance on the DWX4W wet mill. Before performing collet maintenance on the DWX4W wet mill, you must have adequate compressed air flowing through the mill. To set the air pressure, turn on your dedicated air compressor. Slightly lift the regulator knob on the back of the DWX4W. Turn the knob clockwise until the regulator gauge reads 0.7 MPa. Return the regulator knob to an inactive position by pressing down on the knob. Prepare the collet maintenance kit. This kit includes collet grease, a collet brush, taper cleaner, a collet tap, and a replacement jig. Open the front cover on the DWX4W wet mill. Remove any workpieces, including the calibration jig, from the mounting part using the hexagonal screwdriver. Close the front cover. Open vPanel on your computer and click on the Settings icon. Next, click on the Maintenance tab and start the collet maintenance operation by clicking on the Collet Maintenance button in the Daily Maintenance section. Click OK when you have confirmed the automatic correction jig and all workpieces have been removed from the mounting part. The collet maintenance procedure will begin. Be sure to wait until the spindle is moved into position prior to beginning the next steps of the process. vPanel will confirm when you can open the front cover and remove the collet to begin the cleaning process. You will need the collet tap and collet replacement jig to remove the collet from the spindle. Insert the collet tap into the collet replacement jig. Then, insert both the collet tap and replacement jig onto the collet. Next, hold the collet tap into position by placing a finger firmly against the bottom of the collet tap, pressing upwards. Using your other hand, turn the collet replacement jig clockwise to remove the collet from the spindle. Be sure to keep pressure on the bottom of the collet tap during this process. Once the collet is removed from the spindle, remove the collet tap and the collet replacement jig from the collet. Next, grab the taper cleaner and insert it into the spindle head. Press the taper cleaner firmly inside of the spindle head to avoid dropping the taper cleaner. Twist the taper cleaner left to right to clean the inside of the spindle head. Next, use a dry cloth to clean the outside of the collet. Use the collet brush to clean the inside of the collet. Push the collet brush in and out to remove any material waste that may be stuck inside of the collet. Apply a small amount of grease to the taper of the collet. Use a swab to distribute the grease onto the entire taper of the collet. Next, reinsert the collet tap and replacement jig into the collet. Next, place the collet back into the spindle head, pressing a finger firmly onto the bottom of the collet tap. Use your other hand to turn the collet replacement jig counterclockwise until the collet becomes slightly secure. Then, tighten the collet slightly past this point to firmly secure the collet into the spindle. Once completed, remove the collet tap and replacement jig from the collet. Collet maintenance is a daily procedure for the DWX4W wet mill, and it is important to keep the collet maintenance accessories in the kit and keep the kit near the mill. Use the storage drawer to keep the collet maintenance kit in a safe place. You have now completed the collet maintenance procedure on the DWX4W wet mill.